Representing all sides of that debate, joining us Satish Prakash, supporter of the Bahujan Samaj Party, is live with us. Pratham Mittal, founder of Neta app. He's been doing a lot of number crunching. Amit Malviya, spokesperson of the BJP, live with us. Garga Chatterjee, well-known political analyst, supports the Trinamool Congress, and Shubhir Bhaumik, another veteran journalist, a veteran follower of Indian elections, live with us as well. Warm welcome to all of you. सतीश जी, सबसे पहले आपसे जरा समझना चाहूंगा, देखिए वहां पर क्या बोला ममता बनर्जी ने हमारे साक्षात्कार में। उन्होंने बड़े स्पष्ट शब्दों में कहा कि मैं तो मायावती जी से भी मैं संपर्क में रहती हूं। उन्होंने कहा मायावती जी से भी मेरे बड़े अच्छे ताल्लुक हैं। क्या मैं ये समझूं, क्या मैं ये मानूं कि ये जो कॉन्वर्सेशन था, जो वो हिंट्स ड्रॉप कर रही थी, क्या वाकई सब कुछ सामान्य है मायावती जी और ममता बनर्जी के बीच में, या कहीं ये एक कंपेटिटिव स्ट्रीक तो नहीं है दोनों के बीच में?
नहीं, देखो उन्होंने जो कहा है ना, उन्होंने कहा कि आपका जो कांग्रेस और बीजेपी, उन्होंने एनडीए की बात करी है, यूपी में अगली जो सरकार फॉर्म होगी उसमें उन्होंने ऐसा कहा कि वहां एनडीए और यूपीए नहीं होगा, या होगा या किस रूप में होगा। जो रीजनल पार्टियां हैं आज के समय में, चाहे वो कांग्रेस हो या बीजेपी हो, रीजनल पार्टियों की जो ताकत है, जो हालात हैं, 2014 में कहीं ना कहीं बीजेपी की एक वेव है। आज पूरे देश में कहीं भी कोई इस तरह का कोई वेव नहीं दिखाई दे।
आपका आर्गुमेंट है चूंकि
रीजनल पार्टियों का, चाहे वो यूपीए हो या एनडीए हो, जो भी रीजनल पार्टियों का अस्तित्व नकारेगा, कहीं ना कहीं भारतीय राजनीति की ये सच्चाई है कि रीजनल पार्टियां बहुत मजबूत हैं। और आप इस इलेक्शन में
प्रधानमंत्री जी तो कहते हैं महामिलावट है, ये जो महागठबंधन है महामिलावट है, वो कहते हैं शराब है।
नहीं,
ये समाजवादी पार्टी,
देश के प्रधानमंत्री,
राष्ट्रीय लोकदल,
2014 इस देश की जनता ने 2014 में जो गलती की, 2014 से 2019 के बीच में इस देश की जनता प्रधानमंत्री क्या कहते हैं उनकी बातों को कभी सीरियस नहीं लिया, क्योंकि जिस तरीके से उन्होंने ठगा इस देश को। 2014 में आपने जो वादे किए हैं, आप रोज स्टैंड चेंज करते हैं। आप कभी आपका मुद्दा विकास नहीं रहा। 2014 का जो आपका घोषणा पत्र है, और अगर प्रधानमंत्री ने उस पर काम किया है, अगर बीजेपी ने काम किया है और उनके अंदर ताकत है, तो वो 2014 की जो उनका जो घोषणा पत्र है उसके आधार पर इलेक्शन लड़के दिखाए, उनको पता लग जाएगा कि कौन महामिलावटी है और कौन झूठा है।
Garga, tell me one thing. I was looking at all the numbers and I was looking at data from the ground as far as polling percentages is concerned and as far as anecdotal feedback is concerned. 192 seats which have gone to polls now in the first two phases. Would you be willing to say that on the 23rd of May, the next government, whoever forms the next government, cannot be formed? The next Prime Minister of India will necessarily require the support either of a Mamata Banerjee or of a Mayawati. Are we anywhere near that conclusion today, Garga?
So for long, a fake bipolarity has been projected by Delhi media. If you see that the bipolar, beyond that 50%, rest 50% of the votes do not go to the major two Delhi parties. Okay. So this is the reality and has been reality for a very long time. Now, the strong states are coming onto their own under the leadership of their own parties and taking matters into their own hand. After all, Delhi is supposed to be a round table for diverse interests which work in unity for the progress of the country.
Right.
And it is exactly this vision that is coming onto its own. Let me tell you, let me review 2014 very briefly. Wherever there was a strong federalist party, especially in the non-Hindi states, BJP could not penetrate. There was nothing called the Modi wave. Okay? And now, if you see in Bihar and UP, these major Hindi states, even there, state-based parties have come onto their own. So now you have a completely rainbow alliance where every language and every region, every state of the Indian Union are represented, and these strong states together will dictate what the future of India will be, because India, after all, is a union of states.
Amit?
It is not the fief of any political party,
Amit,
whatever the color might be.
Is this fake bipolarity, as Garga points out, fake bipolarity which is being promoted when the Prime Minister takes this position that a Mahagathbandhan is Mahamilawat, and then when Mamata Banerjee takes this position that look, a non-BJP, non-Congress government can be formed? Does it worry parties like the Bharatiya Janata Party that on the 23rd of May you may well be expected to do business with all these regional players?
Well, Bhupin, you know, there are a couple of points that are very important to understand. If you're a serious political player, then you don't discuss scenarios with ifs and buts. Of course, on 23rd, whatever the mandate comes, that will decide the course of action. But let's look at what has happened in the run-up to the general election. There was this talk about a grand alliance. Did that alliance ever come around? Did you see Mamata Banerjee and Mayawati on the same stage ever? Or did you see Mayawati and Rahul Gandhi on the same stage ever? Well, the answer is no. Each one of them are contesting no more than about 42 seats. TMC is contesting the maximum number of seats. Even Mayawati ji is contesting only 37. The Samajwadi Party is contesting 37. And the others, like the TDP and TRS, are obviously contesting much less. Now, you know, this whole idea of coalition has been around because the country had not seen a stable government in office and what it could deliver. This is an idea which had its shelf life till 2014. For the last 5 years, Mr. Modi has run a very successful full majority government, and that is not to say that we haven't taken our allies together. The NDA allies have been with the BJP, but because the BJP on its had full majority, the kind of transactional arrangement that we had with our allies was one that was in one direction. There were no pulls and pressures on this government, and it was able to take tough decisions, long-lasting decisions, decisions that would impact our country's course for the next 25 years. Now, as we get into this election mode, Mr. Modi is saying that give me another chance, give me a full mandate so that I can do everything that is required. But as far as regional aspirations are concerned, we have alliance partners. We have the Akali Dal, we have
but look at what Garga says. Look at what Garga says. But look at what Garga says, that you ultimately have created a scenario where you're not on a round table in Delhi. I mean, whether it is raids being carried out, say, against opposition parties in Andhra Pradesh, in Tamil Nadu, or various other factors, the feeling is somewhere along the line, the BJP has not managed to have a dialogue, a constructive dialogue with states in India. Yeah, Garga, I'm coming to you. Let me just get a rebuttal from Amit and I'll come to you.
Bhupin, just 5 seconds. 5 seconds.
Sure.
You know, just because you are not on that round table in Delhi doesn't mean that there is no round table. The Shiv Sena is on that table, the Akali Dal is on that table, the JDU is on that table, all the parties of the Northeast are on that table, and therefore, to suggest that a table is incomplete if you are not on the table, smacks of opportunism, and you're well within your right to aspire to be on that table,
so
but
Garga,
just people have to give you the mandate.
Garga?
Yes. So let us remember in Lok Sabha, for example in Bengal, we send Bengal's representatives to Delhi. We do not choose Delhi's representatives through Bengal. Okay, number one. Let us contrast the case of the southern states and Bengal with Maharashtra. 15 Finance Commission, huge amount of money taken away from large revenue states like Bengal, Maharashtra and the southern states. Maharashtra did not protest because they have yes men at the BJP. While all the southern states and Bengal, our finance ministers had a conclave and they protested. So clearly a BJP man in your state is basically an agent of whatever Delhi and Ahmedabad's whims are.
Do you believe that on the 23rd of May, Shubir Vamik, do you believe on the 23rd of May, this argument being made there by Garga, this argument will manifest itself through maybe all these regional subsets as I described them, the 30 plus club. There are various 30 plus clubs which can be created in Indian politics today. Do you believe this 30 plus club will rule the roost on the 23rd of May, Shubir?
You know, I have certain reservations with the argument. You know, this 30 plus club, put all of these together. You know, somebody gets 35, somebody gets 30, somebody gets, 25. Do they add up to the magic figure of 272? My feeling is no. So, at the end of the day, let me bring in a bit of cricket here. You see, this is a test match, yeah? This is an election held every 5 years. This is a test match. This is not exactly a 20, overs game where somebody scores a quick fire 40 or 30 and wins the match. here you will need a centurion like Cheteshwar Pujara to win the game.
So you require...
So the point I'm trying to make is...
So you will require one of the two big parties.
a number of kingmakers.
Yes. You will...
My argument is that you will have a number of kingmakers, because if neither of the big parties, BJP or Congress, manage to get a huge sort of number of seats, something ahead of 200, they will have to fall back and they will have to expand their alliances. They will have to look at these people. And they will be dictating terms. Definitely they will. But you said at the beginning of your presentation about Prime Minister, obviously somebody like BJP or Congress, whoever forms the government in coalition or alliances, if they have got 150 seats, 160 seats, without which a government cannot happen, with this 30-plus club. In that case, do you mean to say that somebody, some party which has got 130, 40, 50 seats, and somebody who has got 40, who is going to be the Prime Minister? Obviously, some from that party.
No, but here's my counter. But that's what I'm trying to argue. That's what I'm trying to argue, Shubir. And I want Amit Malviya and Garga and Shubir, all of them, to listen to this. The point I'm trying to argue is that you have a scenario, you have a potential scenario, and I'm only restricting myself on the basis of the feedback which is coming from the first two phases. This is all reporting feedback. We don't do any exit poll, as you all know. It's just this, that if there is no single party which is crossing 250, if no party is crossing 250, then that would imply that both the parties, whether it's BJP or Congress, both of them will require support of new allies. Now I'm trying to argue this new allies.
Absolutely.
Let's say the Mahagathbandhan of RLD, Ajit Singh, Mayawati and Akhilesh Yadav on one side, and let's say K. Chandrasekhar Rao, Jagan Mohan Reddy on the other side. And maybe if these two come together, then maybe you have a DMK which is an alliance with the Congress party, but the DMK also throws its weight behind this. You're looking at a club of roughly 120 seats. Now, if this club comes together and if this club decides to do business with a party which may have 130, 140 seats, or with a party which may have 200 plus seats, then are they not in a position which they may say, you support us, or some kind of power sharing agreement could be worked out? Could that be the formula which all these regional powerhouses are dreaming, Shubir?
My feeling is that these regional powerhouses will go with a party which appears less strong, because then they can really dictate terms. So they are likely to go, if they can manage something like 150 between themselves, they will go with a party which has got 140 rather than someone who has got 200, because then they can dictate terms. Then they can talk about this parity and stuff like that. But having said that, I can't, Bhupen, the basic thing is what many people don't understand in this number crunching game is that you put together 10 children, each 2 years old. Will you get a young man of 20?
So therefore,
automatic multiplication does not happen either in real life or in politics.
So,
the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, I get your point, Shubir. So therefore, Amit Malviya, and it's a good line which is given by Shubir Bhaumik, the 20-year-old person could only be Narendra Modi then. The possibility of the BJP becoming the single
it could be others.
So I'm just saying the possibility at this stage of the BJP emerging as a single largest party remains the highest, Amit. We don't know what the figure will be, but the BJP is said to be the single largest party. But if the BJP is not in that region of 250, 240 on its own, at least, are you in a position in which you can, say, elicit the support of either a Mayawati or a DMK or an NCP or a K. Chandrasekhar Rao and a Jagan Mohan Reddy? It appears is almost considered to be a done deal. That if the BJP requires, they'll be literally, squatting before the Bharatiya Janata Party. Is it really a done deal?
Bhupen, you just referred to some reporting inputs that are coming to you. And let me tell you, Bhupen, you just referred to some reporting inputs that are coming to you. And let me tell you, we also get similar inputs from the party network. And the BJP and the NDA have done better in both these spaces as compared to what the situation was in 2014. And the best phases for the BJP and NDA are yet to come. So, let's hold on to these assumptions that nobody will cross the 272 mark and that there will be a hung house, because that's something that gives a great talking point. The other very important change that we must bring in our lexicon is that in a democracy like ours, there are no kings. You will have a Pradhan Sevak in Prime Minister Modi, and people of this country will be the kingmakers. They will decide who gets to lead the country. The other very important point is, Bhupen, that why are we so hell-bent on assuming or wanting to move away from a strong government? Because a strong government is good for a developing country like ours. Why do you want governments that are inherently weak, that are riddled with contradictions, and are constantly managing the expectations of political parties and their leaders?
मालविया जी का ये आर्गुमेंट है कि आप जो हैं, आप महामिलावटी हैं, आप महामिलावटी हैं, आप वीकनेस को स्टैंड करते हैं।
अभी उन्होंने 30+ वो किसको बता रहे हैं? ये बीजेपी का जो क्लब है 30+, है ना, उसमें आपने शिवसेना ने क्या कहा? अगर कांग्रेस ने चौकीदार चोर है, उसको सबसे पहले अगर किसी पार्टी ने अगर उसको सामना में देखा, सबसे पहले किसी पार्टी ने उसको नहीं कहा। चौकीदार चोर कांग्रेस ने कहा, उसके बाद अगर उसको सबसे पहले सामना में लिखने वाला नेक्स्ट डे अगर आर्टिकल लिखा है तो शिवसेना है ना।
लेकिन उनका आर्गुमेंट है कि वो तो उनके साथ थे, वो पहले भी थे, अभी।
आप देखिए ना, अगर कोई व्यक्ति अगर चौकीदार चोर बता रहा है, दूसरी बात, आप शिवसेना को कब तक करेंगे? शिवसेना का ये विवाद छोटा मोटा नहीं है।
नहीं, मैं समझ गया।
शिवसेना को आपने जब स्टेट में आपने बीजेपी मजबूत हुई तो वहां आपने उनको कहीं ना कहीं,
उनका आर्ग्यूमेंट है कि आप लोग अगर वाकई उनको चैलेंज करना चाहते, देन ऑल ऑफ यू शुड हैव थॉट इन टर्म्स ऑफ कमिंग टुगेदर प्री पोल्स। एंड आई कीप रिमाइंडिंग ऑल ऑफ व्यूअर्स, आई वांट टू ब्रिंग इन प्रथम नाउ, the truth is that the constitutional position is very clear. The constitutional position is, and it's settled in law, the single largest pre-poll alliance, the single largest party before polls will get the first shot at government formation. Now, if the BJP is the single largest party, it's immaterial whether the BJP is 200, BJP is 220, 240, 260, 280, whatever. No, but that's a settled law, that's a settled position. But Pratham, Garga, I'll come to you in a moment. Just want some clarity. When Amit Malviya says that we are getting inputs that everything is hunky-dory, a lot of commentary that I'm seeing now is taking place around drop in voting percentages. Right. Even today, data which has come out till 5 p.m. across the 8 seats of UP, I see in almost all the seats, barring one maybe, there is a drop. In seats like Amroha and all, it's almost lower by, let's say, 7 to 8%. Yeah. If that low polling percentage is getting reported, which of these two sides, say between the BJP and the opposition, would you say has reasons to be worried about?
All right, so let's talk about the vote transfer here as well.
Yes.
Right? It could be, and this is just an hypothesis, we don't have data yet. It could be that the SP voter is not showing up to vote for a BSP candidate. And that's leading to lower turnout.
So it's possible.
It's possible.
So it would be erroneous to assume. That it's a city voter. It's a city voter of the BJP which is not coming out. It could well be that the Yadav voter, the OBC voter, which would not be wanting to vote for a BSP candidate, is chosen not to come out at all.
Most definitely. I mean, we don't have the breakup of city versus rural versus urban yet, and old versus young as well. Once we have that, things will become very clear. But right now, the most obvious hypothesis only turns out to be the fact that the vote transfer is just not taking place.
Just not taking place. Satish ji, yeah, ये cause of concern.
उन्होंने कहा ना कि hypothesis.
Hypothesis, हाँ.
नहीं, वो hypothesis है. देखो सुनो, आप इतना आसानी, देखो कभी कभार आपका दर्द का रिश्ता जो है ना, आपके जाति धर्म इन सब चीजों से हो जाता है। 2014 के बाद से इस देश के हालात जो पैदा हुए, और उसके लिए कहीं ना कहीं जिम्मेदार कांग्रेस बीजेपी ही है। आप मेरे हिसाब से आपके पास ऐसा कैसा है? अगर यादव वोट क्यों नहीं ट्रांसफर होगा, उसके कारण भी तो बताने पड़ेंगे ना आपको। आपने जो अब देखिए, अब इंटरप्रिटेशन का तरीका, अगर वोट ऑफ परसेंटेज बढ़ता है तो आपकी एनालिसिस ये कहती है बीजेपी आगे जाएगी। अगर वोट ऑफ परसेंटेज गिरता है तो सीधा है।
I must agree. I must say very clearly that actually I don't agree with what Pratham is saying. And again, this is on the basis of my own instincts and my own travels. The limited travel that I've done, I don't seem to agree that this vote transfer is not happening. Maybe the vote transfer is not happening to the extent that the two alliance partners, the three alliance partners would have hoped for, but certainly in these first two phases, it appears that on the ground, vote transfer is certainly happening, and certainly across these two phases, which were swept by the BJP, unlikely that the BJP would be in a position to come back with the kind of numbers that they had in 2014, at least as far as these first two phases are concerned. But the question that we had raised on Neta app, which has been launched by Pratham, just take a look at this. This is where I think, Garga, this is where the story really lies. if Chandrababu Naidu, and this again, this has a typical online tint maybe associated with it, but it still appears that over 50% of people believe that Narendra Modi is the person. Now, if over 50% people believe that Modi is the person, then don't you think that this entire talk about alliance on the 23rd of May, which could be minus Modi, does it just become infructuous then, Garga Chatterjee?
So, to connect to what the BJP person said and what you are saying, let us remember the future of the country cannot be decided, and Indian citizens will not decide it through responding to a kind of a PR campaign for an aphrodisiac. It's a much more serious issue. Strong, strength, etc. Let us go into real issues. I am a Bengali and I am from Bengal.